Hello, everyone. Ah, how exciting. I am Tina Marie, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm just popping on, super casual, but I got inspired to connect with you because of some exciting things going on. And then I pulled a card, and it was like, I've got to share this with everybody. So as you're coming on, please pop on and say hello while I share this over on my personal page. We're going to be talking just briefly about, why can't I find what I'm looking for? We're going to be talking about the goddess Isis. If you're not part of the Goddess Revolution, which is my new group, this is so annoying. Facebook is so annoying, you guys. Forgive me for a moment. I'm going to post the links so that you can join this goddess group. It's not working for me to do it anywhere else right now because Facebook is so annoying. So just hang tight. I got to be able to post the links, but I can't post the links if it doesn't come up in my feed. And it's not coming up. Anyone else feeling like they're having their own personal Mercury retrograde? Because my phone has been completely freezing. It'll stop. Everything is taking forever. My email program's going out. It's just like, what? So as you're bearing with me getting this set up, because there's no other way I know how to do it, say hello. See if you have a question. Post your question, finally. Jesus. And hey, Diane, I see you coming on. Hi. Share. Sorry, guys. Share your question because I have some information about the goddess Isis. And what's really exciting about her is that she's been coming through. There we go. Finally got it. That took forever. My apologies. So when you're done with this, if I can't do it during, I'm going to post a link to the Goddess Revolution. In fact, some of you guys are in that. Can somebody post a link? Mindy, you're watching. Maureen, can you post a link in the comments to the Goddess Revolution group? This is a movement, you guys, that it's not just me. We're building together to support one another, let me get this, be a big picture again, to really unite, to rise, to share, to be seen, to be heard. This is a place where I want you to be able to feel vulnerable and receive support from fellow goddesses. We don't just take anyone in. Like even today, we had some strange man that wanted to come in, and me and my lovely goddess Danielle, who's an administrator, we look at the profile. I might have to put some questions in because we want to keep it sacred so that you can feel safe. So someone hopefully is putting that comment in there, Goddess Revolution, or just ask me and I'll put you in there. And the reason is because we're just starting to build. Thank you, Mindy. Awesome. And so today I posted something regarding when I was in Egypt. And then I pulled a card and I was like, this is what I wanted to share. So sorry that it took so long, but here it is. In Egypt, there are so many temples and they're all incredible. The temple at Philae, which is Isis's temple. Well, in every temple, there is a room called the Holiest of Holies. This is a very sacred room, and the energy is so different in all of these temples, just as powerful and beautiful as the next. It is palpable. You can feel it in such an intense way. You don't have to be an energy healer. You don't have to be intuitive. But in the Holiest of Holy room, there's always an altar, and it is a place where you can feel the reverence. You can feel whoever temple it is, the energy of that particular person. I'll post a picture here too so you can see it. But if you're in the Goddess Revolution, I already posted the picture. And there's an altar. And when we went in there as a group, I placed my hands on the altar and had this feeling of just unconditional love in a way that I'd never felt. And the goddess Isis appeared, and she lifted me up. And Isis has vulture wings. Now, vulture is a very ancient symbol of the divine feminine and of the maternal, or that mothering. So these long vulture wings that are symbolic of Isis, a lot of people think they're eagle wings, they're vulture wings. She lifted me up and told me to let go, which I know we hear a lot of, but it was just a let go on a deeper level, where she showed me that I was holding on to my past. I was holding on to the story. I was holding on to the wounds, because part of my past, like all of us, there are things that I'm very justified in, that I might be right in, that things were wrong that happened to me, that blah, 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 whatever. Do you hear already? It's a story. We all have that. But I was holding on to that. And for a while, that was okay, because it helped me feel justified, I guess. However, that energy is dead weight that holds you down. And I saw that it was time to take responsibility for letting go of the past, letting go of a story that I keep telling. And even if it's true on a human level, that's fine. It gets to a point where on a soul level, it's holding you back. But this is the thing, and this is the point I want to get to, and then I want to show you this card. We're just going to make it quick today. What I want to ask you is, one, what story are you holding on to that isn't true? Or maybe it's true in the human realm, or maybe it's just you're ready to rewrite it, and it's time to place it on the altar. It's time to place your hands on Isis's altar, or the altar of your choice, or to whatever being feels right for you. Or ask her to come through and lift up those vulture wings to help you see that you're getting something out of it. And this is where you need to be really honest with yourself. Because I saw that by hanging on to my past, by hanging on to my story on a deeper level, it kept me safe. On a deeper level, it meant that I didn't have to really show me. I didn't have to come out from behind that story and be seen and heard. It meant that I wasn't taking any risks. It meant that I wasn't moving forward. And it became a really good part of the I'm stuck and what's happening. So when I pulled a card, in alignment with some of this that I already shared in the Goddess Revolution group, but now I'm sharing more of it with you. Look at this card. I had an Isis deck, and I was like, what do you want to tell everybody, Isis? This is a goddess, you guys, who is a solar and a lunar goddess. Sometimes they're just one. Oh my gosh, now I'm dropping her. This is a goddess who is a triple goddess. Sometimes you just got to drop things and go with the flow. A triple goddess means that she is the maiden, which is that young part of the goddess life, the mother, which is that second part, but that motherly. I'm going quick because I don't want to make this long like all of my others. And then the crone, which, you know, over the patriarchal society has made it look like a witch with wrinkles. You know what a crone is? It is wisdom. It is that part of our life where we reach a certain age, and through our wisdom and our life experience, we shine a beauty that isn't wrinkly and witchy. So let's just toss that aside. I don't even like the word crone because of that, but it means wise. And Isis is all three. And we have all three of them in us. Okay? Granted, there are the times in our lives that make more sense, but we still have all of that within us. However, we hold on to this old story that keeps us stuck. So the card, again, look at this. Wings of Isis. I know there's some glares here. Try to keep it there. Look how beautiful she is. You can see the sun disk on her head. You can see the wings. And it says, uniting with the angelic self. Guys, I know, because I do it too, we look in the mirror and we see our human self, depending on what age we are, depending on what weight we are, depending on a lot of things that we see with these physical eyes, that's an illusion. Uniting with your angelic self doesn't mean that you can't be human and feel human and act human. It means that it is time to choose a new perspective. Allow those vulture wings. And this goddess, she is the beginning. Every goddess really stems from her in any tradition. I'm not talking about prior to Egypt, but Egyptian being, very somewhat of the beginning, for lack of a better way of explaining it. I'm not trying to do anything historically here. She is the divine feminine. Okay, so her energy is in Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and Demeter and Lakshmi, and I'm not going to go through all the cultures. Those are the ones that just popped up. So she's embodying that energy of life, death, and rebirth, of the mother, of beauty, of magic, of grace, of wisdom, of relationships, of love, to help you unite with yourself. Have compassion for having that old story. But what wound are you ready to let go of? What old story, on some level, by you holding it and telling it, even if you are justified and somebody hurt or harmed you, it's keeping you safe from moving forward. Or maybe that's not what it's doing, but some lower level, it's keeping you safe. And what this is saying is choose to take responsibility for your role. Choose to honor the physical self. Allow it an expression, but then choose that higher perspective so that you can get unstuck. There's nobody to blame here. Okay? This is about taking responsibility for your words, your thoughts, your actions. Paying attention. If you don't like what you see around you, it's time to make new choices. If you don't like what you see around you, time to make new intentions and take new action. It's not about being harsh. It's about, honestly, something that's very liberating and free. She can help. She is your higher self. So if it feels weird for you to connect with the goddess, this is the goddess right here for you to connect with. And that'd be connecting with her anyway. It's all how it feels for you. It's all what works for you. Okay? So on that note, I know somebody put in here, if you're coming in late, go back to the beginning for the beginning part of the story. I talked about being in Egypt and how powerful that was. The Goddess Revolution, if you want to join us, we're going to be meeting over there. It's a group. And I do have a goddess class. It's only $44. You get 4 MP3s. Ladies that are waiting, I have your cards pulled, your goddess card pulled. I just got to get your reading to you. You get a little goddess reading with it too. I'll post that link here as well. Anyway, I want to keep this short today. So call on Isis, align with that inner goddess, figure out what story that you're telling that's keeping you stuck. Let go of those old wounds. Take responsibility. That's you coming into that angelic self. It is a choice. It is a new action. It is a new way of looking. And if you need that divine support, she will lift you up and help you. Okay? This is all the kind of stuff that we're going to be doing over in the goddess group. And then this is why I haven't been on as much, because I have a whole goddess program that I'm channeling, and it's a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it. So, oh, and Noelle, you're one of the ones I got to get your message to you. So I love you guys. I will be on again. I have more that I want to share, but I wanted to keep this quick. So if you like this video, can you please share it? That would mean so much to me. Just click share. You don't even have to post anything. And I'll be back soon, I promise. All right, you guys. Love you.